place should do just fine. Thanks for setting up the console. I can work with this. This console looks pretty good. A little rusty in places, though. I guess you got these parts from a junkyard, huh? Resourceful. The scanner currently has a model 38X2, which is built for scanning very specific locations. Not bad, but I would like to improve it. The year before I launched, the military was rolling out some scanner upgrades. One of those could give us more speed and detail in our scans. Can you find a scanner upgrade module for this? It would help us find so much more, and much more quickly. I don't suppose you can just swing by a tech supplies store, Yeah, I didn't think so. Last I knew, these types of things were common items in military bases and compounds. But my information is admittedly out of date. I'll transfer the coordinates to a local military base, but I can't vouch for its security status. It's hard to detect anything specific right now. The upgrade module should extend the range of the scanner in our console here rather substantially. I can then cross-check some of the USSA data that you gathered from my ship's console, which will help isolate specific useful signals. Swell. In the meantime, I'll fix up this console a bit. Did you know that it still uses the outdated P14B configuration for its power chamber? I mean, I know you all survived the end of the world, but using this as is would be like living in squalor and the apocalypse. Listen, I know you've done a lot for me already. Got me out of that sunken bunker and let me stay here. It means a lot. No. I need a TF-85B adapter to improve the visual fidelity of the scanner, but those were being phased out when I launched decades ago. So, now I need to be the one to adapt, or else. Right? Right? Oh well. Anyway. No, I don't really have what I need, but I'm making do. I think I can muddle through with this. It's hard. I don't know what to say. It's more than I ever expected could happen. This wasn't even in the realm of possibilities when I launched. But it could have been worse. You need to remember that. Copy. Over and out. If my crew is out there, I hope they found someone decent to take them in.
approach. False alarm. Standing down.
Atlas Project Research Log 104. Lieutenant Marks and I have begun calibrating the ion beam accelerator. We've hit a plateau at the 300 MeV threshold. Micro variations in the magnetic flux are disrupting the Betatron induction loop. Lieutenant is working on a firmware update for the coil controller. She said she'll have the wobble out by Monday. Assembly of the main device remains on schedule. The Air Force is nothing if not punctual. Colonel Oberlin is still pressing for the facility to be fully operational before the end of the year. As much as I want to see my research in action, we need to proceed carefully. If this goes wrong, the results could be catastrophic. Atlas has the potential to change the world. Or destroy it.
I'm a lot better tactician. It's all in the brain, you see. Oh, well, you just look at this fancy thing. Not even a dent on it. Could use some soldering to fit in this old console, but... nothing I can't handle. In the meantime, I found some sort of emergency supplies crate that must have splintered off while the ship broke apart. Might just be a crate of space food, but maybe it's got some emergency contact codes for the satellites. Heck, it could even be my personal crate full of my Unstoppables comics that I foolishly brought with me to space. Hey, I thought I'd have time. They let me take a crate of personal items. You weren't supposed to be in deep sleep the whole time, you know. Yes, but I'm not sure how accurate the data is, or if anything has scavenged it. It's hard to tell much more until I install the upgrade module. I doubt it is. They're probably all burned up on re-entry, sadly. I had a full collection. Ugh. Anyway, I'm sure it's astronaut food or something else that the USSA thought I might need. Oh, the headaches emerging from deep sleep are worse than they implied it would be. I don't know. I feel sudden spikes of pain at times, and it takes a while to subside. I'm dealing with it, but it's still happening. I know this sounds odd, but not much has changed for me. Not many new consoles have been invented since my time, I guess. The scanner upgrade has helped to compensate for the degradation that has occurred in the past years. I'm trying to modify it so I can use it for other stuff too. Maybe hijack the scanner so I can run a holotape game? Oh, that would be good. You know, it's rough. I can't put it any other way. You know what I thought would happen when we landed? I thought there would be a parade. I thought maybe there would be a commemorative plaque. Sure as hell didn't think the world would have gone the way of the dodo, you know? Oddly, yes. I camped out here a few times while I was in graduate school with a good friend, Emerson. Those were the days. We were in the same physics program at college and hit it off. It ended up not working out for us, but we remained friends, which was good because he joined the USSA towards the end of my astronaut training. Ugh. That would have been awkward. Affirmative. Out.
Yellow covered the sky. Poison filled the air. Close your eyes and take a deep breath. Allow him to look inside your soul. Desire. I know it's forbidden. He promised to wash it all away. He promised that he will return. Take me. I am yours.
Hey, this handbook doesn't even have emergency contact information. I never expected to use this. Clearly. Well, we can do this by ourselves, right? Time to test this newly upgraded scanner out. I found an old USSA beacon with a strong signal. It was activated here after my ship launched, which means it isn't from someone on my ship. It isn't one of my crew. The interesting thing is, this beacon should have lost power years ago, but it's still active. If you grab the beacon, I'm sure whoever is monitoring it will come looking. Let's make them find us. I'm not sure exactly, but I do know that my ship's autopilot took us here to Appalachia for a reason. Maybe this beacon was it. It has nearly full power right now. It can only mean someone is still out there replacing its power cell regularly. In the meantime, I'll cross-reference some data from the flight recorder and the scanner's readings. I need to find my crew. Come close. Remember, when you pick up the beacon, whatever you do not press any red buttons. Do not ingest it, and do not sell it to communists. I have so many questions. Just how? Why? I was saying goodbye to everybody, and they're really gone. I think I understand what has happened from stray broadcasts to some degree.
again? That's right. Still alive. Still stuck in a fucking Valley Galleria. There's ghouls all over this place. I am screwed. I ain't got a bullet to my name. And I lost my machete in the last school in one tussle. You know, the more I think about it, it's all Charlie's fault. I never should have listened to that bastard. He's got a thing for Ella. And I'm pretty sure he just wanted me out of the way. He's the one that sent me here after those damn flowers, huh? He planned this. I swear if I get out of here, he's a dead man.
I suspect the owner of this beacon will come and find us. I know I would. But until then, well, I have something here that we should look into. I noticed a strange signal that was heading right for us. It seems like after the signal approached this place, it just spun around and took off. It was strange. Sudden. Think you could just sneak over there and poke your head in? If they seem problematic, maybe stop them somehow? I don't know. I noticed another USSA signal approach it a bit ago, and then they both disappeared completely for a moment. And only this one reappeared. I'm not sure what that means, but there are only a few reasons why a signal disappears. Death is one of them. I can't tell what it's doing there exactly, but it's moving around, so I think it's alive? Or I guess it could be a robot. Okay, just be careful. I wish I could tell what it is. It just seems so unnatural. But what does that mean in a world like this? Listen, this could be a trap. Or it could be just a big misunderstanding. I can't really say for sure. Just be careful. It felt like nothing else. I remember spinning in space, eyes fixed on Earth. Unable to look away. So far away. So perfect. I'm not sure they do. We had one of those on the ship, and it landed with me. But it wasn't aggressive. I don't know. But they really aren't taking a direct line to attack me either. Maybe they're damaged or have been corrupted somehow. I did. Last time you were gone, I went on a short stroll. Didn't go far. But I saw some weird stuff. Just bizarre. saw a giant, huge, greenish man with a two-headed cow. He was selling things. Super nice fellow. He said he would stop by later. Said he hopes to check on me when he can. I can't wait. It's such a shock, but also amazing. Affirmative. Out.
If those raiders come snooping around, they're gonna regret it. What I got, you need. What you got, I want. Don't worry if you move around, so do I.
Perimeter movement detected. Possible stealth unit in the AO.
Wondering if you were coming back.
Such a long time. To have survived all she has. Remarkable.
Is this a friend of yours? Who are you? You seem so familiar.
Well, you look exactly the same. I never believed... I wondered who picked up my beacon. Well, I'll be damned.
Emerson? Dr. Emerson Hale. Is that you?
Welcome back to Earth, I guess. Welcome to Appalachia.
I don't even know what to say. I never expected to see you here. My ship crashed a while ago, and I was fortunate to find someone who took me in. I'm trying to find my crew, but I've had some horrible headaches.
So, you're staying at this place? I guess you really decided to jump into modern Appalachian life, huh? I didn't mean to be offensive. Your home is fine. I'm not creative in that way. I mean, I squat in an old military base right now. I hope your Good Samaritan here has helped you out with more than just a place to, crash.
He has helped me out quite a lot already, actually. Brought back a USSA beacon, and also took care of some hostile robot.
I see. Well, is there anything I can help with while I'm here? Supplies? Medicines? Questions, I guess? Sure is. For a while, I had hoped I could contact somebody else to monitor the deep sleep mission until we could figure something out. I suspect her escape ship's autopilot sent the ship on a trajectory to any known USSA location using its admittedly very old data. They weren't in the escape capsule, I take it? Well, that is unfortunate.
They could have survived, though, right?
Maybe. I've heard a couple scavengers say that parts of the ship have already been scrapped. Same goes for any other ship debris. Best to just move on. It's honestly shocking that you survived as it is. I'm serious. My best guess, probably ran out of fuel and the autopilot guided it to the nearest USSA facility. Oh, what does it matter? She lived! What a miracle! We had some emergence kits back in the day. They were specifically designed to help people emerge from deep sleep. I bet I could find some of those. There's a bunch of them out there. Seems that their algorithms got scrambled or something. Who can say? They used to come after me, but it seems like they have a higher priority target now. Expand your scanner to look for signatures at a constant speed. That should pick them up. They aren't that complicated.
Thankfully, my friend here is quite capable of destroying these things. Shouldn't be a problem for us.
That's good. I'm glad you're making friends already.
I am too. So much has changed. I mean, you know better than most. Care to catch me up to speed?
That will be quite the chat. You've missed a lot. And I still don't really get what happened either. But that's a talk for another time, perhaps. Anyway, look, I need to go. I'll be back another time and we can chat some more. Okay?
Okay, Emerson. Dear Emerson. My friend and I have a signal to track down. Looks like it might be some ship debris. So come back later, if you want to know what we found.
Bye now. Sophia. Such a daring soul. We'll speak again soon, I'm sure.
It was an Assaultron, huh? Probably one of the old USSA robots. Strange. I would have figured they would all be in standby mode now. But I need to know for sure. I found some wreckage from the rest of the ship that has one of their suit beacons. Maybe all of them are there. Can you go and see what's there? It might just be empty wreckage, but I need to know. Yes, I believe the other crew members were in a separate part of the ship. The signal moved a bit. Could be survivors, could be scavengers. What are the chances they also ran into a benevolent Appalachian survivor who invited them to live in a charming wilderness abode? If you do find them, then we'll have to make room for them here, right? Bunk beds, maybe? There would be 3 others, you know. It's possible that you won't find anything there. It might just be rubble, or maybe it's been scavenged by animals. It's hard to know. In the meantime, I picked up an issue of The Unstoppables from a visiting trader the other day. Maybe it'll help me relax. For an hour, maybe. Just before getting into our deep sleep pods. The Earth was stunning. Hanging there, alone, in the void of stars. Oh, I felt like I couldn't look away, even if I wanted to. But also, I didn't want to. He used to work with me at the USSA. Seems like he started working elsewhere after I went to space sometime. I never expected to see him here, but I never expected to be in Appalachia either. It makes me wonder about why my ship crashed here, you know? I know it had emergency landing protocols to take it somewhere near certain USSA sites, but I don't know. I never thought I needed to know. I wish I knew. My ship's robots certainly didn't care about me at all. It didn't even check on me, and I know it saw me. Roger. Stay safe out there.
apartment. Here's Answer to Driving Nails in My Coffin by Jerry Irby.
So, that's it then. You're gone. Thank you for looking into this. And for being a friend. It means a lot to me. So, let's intercept one of the USSA robots that's heading this way. I want to know why they're doing this. I've pinpointed one of them using Emerson's tip. So, let's start with this one. Looks similar, but might be a different type. Strange thing is, its mobility patterns are very similar. It was heading towards us, and then it turned around and went to this location, and stayed there. I think Emerson was right. It just seems like they have corrupt targeting data or something. Not right now. Not really. I'd rather just keep busy for a bit. I'll monitor it here and see if anything about its signal changes radically. I'm wondering if it shows signs of expecting this confrontation. We really do. In this world, it's hard to imagine how anybody can survive all alone anymore. I'm glad that I'm here with you, and I'm very glad that I'm here with you. Oh, sure. Let's see. I don't really want to talk about my family because, well, I don't even know if they... Okay, so, hobbies. I had a small apartment near the USSA headquarters. Nothing special. I wasn't home much, you see. When I had time, I used to go to the comic book shop down the road. And sit and drink coffee, read the latest issues of the Unstoppables. I used to want to work for the Mistress of Mystery when I was a kid. But I did the next best thing, I guess. I went to space. When you were out the other day, I tried to shoot some sort of giant insect. Took a lot longer than I thought. I'm working on it, though. I'll be here, friend. Look who's back. And bearing gifts.
Figured I would stop by and give you this emergence kit. It should help with your headaches for a little while.
You don't know how relieved I am to hear that. The headaches have been excruciating at times. I could barely think.
Glad to help. So, last time we spoke, you both were tracking down the crew's signal. What did you find? It was a long shot anyway. It's good that you checked at least. But we already had one miracle when Sophia survived. More would be pushing it.
There was almost nothing in the wreckage. They had no chance. Why weren't they in the main emergency capsule with me? They would have been safe in there.
Maybe that's true. It's all in the past, though. Focus on things you can actually change. For example, those robots. Have you found any more? Ah, see? I told you. Probably a rogue programmer. Some sort of hippie that wanted to cause chaos.
The robot's signature was a partial match for some other signals in the area, so I thought we might investigate those. It seems linked.
Seems like a waste of time to me. You have your answers. Nowak, Lee, Bernard. They're all dead. Long dead. You're not. Move on. Live your life. Build onto this Appalachian home with your good Samaritan friend here. Lie low. Not really. But, backtrace the program's signal that you picked up. Sophia can figure it out from there.
Thanks for the emergence kit, Emerson. Come back later, okay?
I'm tracking down some more of them with my contacts, so I'll be back later. Stay out of trouble, please. I'll be going then.
I'm glad to have another emergence kit, but I'm annoyed that Emerson doesn't think anything is worth investigating. You know? Speaking of which, when you approached that robot, I detected a frequency disruption. Maybe it was sending a signal. But to whom? The signal is tagged with a code that indicates it is a high-security holotape related to the Deep Sleep mission. Emerson's emergence kit helped a bit, but the headaches are very persistent. I could almost keep time with the spikes of pain. I mean, who would care now, right? Listen to it if you want. I can't guarantee it'll be interesting. I'm not sure what it is exactly. But if you are a communist or a sympathizer, then it might trigger some sort of explosion or brainwave obstruction thing. I can't remember. They just used to tell us that to scare us, I think. I never tested it out, though. It's got to be something significant. This could give me some closure here, finally. Then I can move on, like Emerson suggested. Call me Sophia, please. After what we've been through. After all, I'm in your ship now. That makes you the commander here. I technically had some training with firearms before, part of the military boot camp prior to becoming an astronaut. It's not much, but maybe I'll brush off those skills and start practicing. Just in case. Sort of. Right before you killed it, the robot sent out some signals to specific targets. I think it pinged my console, too. It was hard to tell if anything changed, though. My headache was back in full force, so I had to lie down. I could barely see. I expect that another USSA robot will be activated and sent after us soon, so maybe we can try again. Truthfully, it was a blur. We were sent up as a team, and we were in our deep sleep pods in under an hour after achieving a stable orbit. But that single hour? Oof, it was exhilarating. Roger. Stay safe out there.
Toga Emergency Medical Services is here to help. Speak to our friendly automated receptionist for immediate.
Deputy, what are you waiting for? Crimes aren't going
doesn't seem to be anything on this holotape at all. But it's definitely labeled as part of the Deep Sleep project. Huh. Okay, let's think about this logically. Either this is actually a high-security tape, or it's mislabeled somehow, right? Let's assume it's real for now. They used to make us listen to these whale song tapes while we were using the deep sleeper pods. So, let's see if we can dig up anything on the pods themselves. Documentation, user manuals, Dr. Bernard's designs, anything really. Dr. Bernard designed it to help us sleep for long periods of time and space. It clearly worked. Maybe too well. I believe you. I don't know why exactly, but I feel like I knew it was more than just relaxing ocean sounds. Something just seems unsettling about the whole thing. I'll start to investigate other signals too. I wish that whale song holotape wasn't whatever it is. It would be soothing to listen to that right about now. Okay, I'm from Chicago. Parents moved there when I was little. After college, I went to the DC area and applied for the astronaut program a couple of times until I was accepted. Oh, my folks were so proud. Other than that, I had a few relationships, nothing serious. I had a pet turtle for most of my life. That was pretty serious. I don't know. That's the high-level overview, anyway. I'm not a weirdo, if that was what you were asking. Just whale song, repeating. So pleasant. This world is so peculiar, so dangerous. And I'm just amazed at the fact that life continues, you know? So, how did you survive all of this? Now you're speaking my language here. Observe, theorize, weigh the risks. Learn from failures, adapt. I get it. I absolutely get it. When I figure out what's happening with the USSA, I can modify my scanner to continue finding historically significant signals, or resources. Things that will expand our knowledge of this region, you know? I'm suddenly more optimistic about this strange new world of ours. Okay, after college, I had a... I don't know. Roger. I still can't believe I was the only...
Automated Mining Services welcomes you to the home of industry. Visitors, please...
Unidentified intruder detected. Beginning search. Please step into the open and identify yourself. Law-abiding citizens have nothing to fear. False alarm. Standing down. Hostile target.
So, you found something related to the deep sleep mission? Okay, let's see. Suspension of living tissue is right. Not sure about the cyclic energy transfer stuff. I guess that could be anything. Two things jump out at me here, though. Something about sensory data transfers, and the fact that Emerson was the supervisor. What the hell? Okay, here's my plan. I found some old medical data from the USSA stored nearby, and I want you to look for a copy of my records there. Huh. I think that's a fine question for Emerson, honestly. Maybe 5 or 6 times, I suppose. Every couple months for the 2 years prior to launch, anyway. Something just isn't right here. I'm sort of terrified to see these medical records. I just need to relax for a bit. I got an issue of Tesla Science from a trader who stopped by recently, so, I'll probably dive into that. Well, right now, I think we need to track down some medical records. Then, maybe we can... Oh. I'll keep that in mind, friend. That is not how it was presented to us. It was supposed to maintain our ambient health levels, and that's it. Nothing else. The schematics say the pod was designed to help transfer sensory data. To what end? Dr. Bernard was one of the scientists that I worked with in the USSA. He was an engineer, mostly mechanical. I knew he had developed the sleeping pods for this mission, so that wasn't particularly new information for me. But it looks like there's something about the sleeping pod establishing a sensory link between the user and something else. I don't know what that is. And also, Emerson was the supervisor for this project. So he absolutely does know what this was about. In detail. I mean, who doesn't, right? You don't happen to have any, do you? Oh, now that would be a warm blanket on a cold night. You're looking at the reigning East Coast champion of the Ruby Ruins, my friend. And yes, for the record, I would love to play it even more. Transfer it to my console? Yes, a Protectron has been circling the camp. It hasn't approached yet, though, so I'm gonna monitor it for data and then we can go after it. I think it's collecting data about us. So I'm waiting to see who it's sending the data to. If I can. Roger. Stay safe out there. Hearing those whale songs again was a bit unsettling. To think how soothing they used. Bernard's deep sleeper pods.
I knew some of it. I was just a manager. I didn't really read the technical mumbo-jumbo.
So, you're back. Emerson and I were just having a little talk. So, have you got something for me? Transfer them to my console, please. What were they doing? Emerson, tell me.
It was a biomedical thing with Arctos. I don't know the details anymore. It was literally decades ago. You get that, right?
It wasn't decades ago to me.
All right. Jeez. Arctos Pharma and the USSA made a deal to use some serum in the Deep Sleep Project. They made it, but it didn't work. Okay?
Okay. That's enough for now. Emerson, could you please leave? Maybe try to remember something helpful for next time.
Right, fine, I will. I should. I meant to. I just got distracted.
Love the crazy stories and drama in the Unstoppables, but now I feel like I'm living one.
I'll be going then.
We just have to move forward here. That's what the Mistress of Mystery would do when she was betrayed. We need to find that contract, I think. I want to know what that serum did. If this stuff caused my headaches, then maybe they made an antidote? It's a start anyway. I can tell he feels guilty about something. I'm not sure if he's lying boldly or by omission, though. Yes. I'm not a doctor, but it seems like they used the serum to reduce my brain's higher functions, so something else could... I don't know what. I signed up for space, not abuse. While I was looking for the Deep Sleeper Pod documents a while ago, I found another location that might have stuff like old USSA contracts. It is. It really is. I know I've said it before, but thanks for letting me, crash here. He has to be hiding something. I need to know what happened. I need to know what he knows. They come and go in spikes. It's really pronounced at times. I haven't had one in a while. I wonder if there's a pattern to them. He's always seemed a bit odd, honestly. Even back before I launched. We used to be friends in college, but people change so much in college. I'll be here, friend.
take a number and wait to be served. Please wait for your number to be called.
No idea what was going on the entire time. I can't even tell you how stupid that makes me feel. I can't believe Emerson may be in on this. I thought we were friends. I never even doubted. Figures. He wasn't just a manager. He made the offer himself. Damn it. Maybe I can find out more about this serum, though. I might be able to find a correlation somewhere associated with the timestamps. It's just a matter of finding out where they stored their backup data. In the meantime, let's just eliminate that rogue USSA robot that's lurking around monitoring us. It gives me the creeps. I think they're being intercepted. I think they get close, and then something updates their algorithm, and they leave. But who is doing that, or why? I don't have enough data to make a hypothesis. That's a big question. I guess I just want to know why. So I can move on in this weird new world. Some closure, you know? Then I can start to figure this place out. can start fresh. Maybe I can help you out for a change. Back in my college days, we used to watch robots fight in the basement of the science building. We used to joke about how scary that would be. You know, if they ever came after us all, that kind of thing. Yeah. Anyway, thanks. No. Nothing. Looks like it was going on for years. How? How could this have happened without me knowing anything? The year or two prior to going on the mission, we just tried to relax. They gave us meditation tapes so we could get adjusted to the silence of space. Some had white noise, others had thunderstorm sounds. I listened to whale songs. Clearly, whale songs were more effective than I thought. You know, I did. What does that mean? I wonder. It was a sudden spike, right behind the eyes. Strange. I haven't even really considered it much. I can't imagine anything beyond these headaches right now. And finding out what they did. But I guess, well, I hope whatever happens, we're still together. We make a good team, friend. Agreed. It seems like some sort of experimental biomedical formula. It might be worth checking records about Arctos. Maybe they knew something? Roger. Stay safe out there. I'm glad we've been able to spend so much time together. Personally, I would feel a lot. I might be... if this... Of course. I still can't believe I was the... headaches like this before. Same as the other USSA robots. Right before you arrived, it sent out 2 signal bursts. One to a robo-brain and another to... something else. Are you with me on this, my friend? Can I count on you? Please, call me Sophia. And thank you. It means so much after everything else has been changed. You've been here for me the whole time. I couldn't have done any of this without you, you know. And that means a lot to me. Locating that medical cache that has that serum wasn't actually as hard as I thought it might be. Hopefully it'll be a milk run to pick up, too. I suddenly realized that the expression milk run might not have much of a meaning in this apocalyptic world. Yeah, since everything is dangerous now. Huh. It sounded like he had some demons in his past that he wanted to take care of. Probably he's been putting it off for a while. That's my guess, anyway. Honestly, I'm not sure. Part of me just wants to see it. To see what they used. To know it was real, I guess. It's probably decades old and unusable by now, but it might tell us something. I'm not a chemist, though. Maybe... I don't know. Really? I was worried for a bit that you might be, unenthused about taking care of some random stray. Even though my options were clearly heavily limited by the, entire world situation. The only decent thing so far has been meeting you. I hear you. I thought they were coming after me, but I'm not sure. Maybe they have other motives, too. Safer to just deal with them, though. Oof, not much. Headaches still come and go. And it's hard to sleep through those. I'd give anything for these headaches to end. Affirmative. Out. Hey, friend. Welcome back. was just thinking about you. Hey there! Look who decided to
I brought another emergence kit. It's well past its expiration, but, well, everything is. It should be fine.
Thanks, Emerson. I appreciate it. I do. We have some questions for you, though.
It was my job. I was told to do that. I don't remember the reasons why anymore. What does it matter anyway? It's done. It's over. I honestly am not sure. It's possible. When we first used the serum on robo-brains, some of them had terrible hostile outbursts. Most of those robo-brains were put down, but you should adjust your scanner to make sure you pick them up too, just in case. I'm a different man now. It's been decades. I've been eating out of trash cans. I barely remember anything from back then. I have been trying to help when and where I can. I promise I have. I've diverted the robots when possible. I just couldn't destroy them myself. I came to Appalachia because I knew this ship was running out of fuel and I knew its autopilot would steer it here.
Why can't you just tell me everything that happened?
Because I have to finish my job too. I had one more task to do here in Appalachia, and I'm close. Let me clean up my own messes. I have to go. I'll drop off some more emergence kits soon. Just please stop looking into this. There's a robo-brain on your trail. Focus on that.
I can't believe my only living connection to the past is turning out to be a complete... let's just say, fraud. You have no idea how glad I am to have you on my side right now. So it's worse. Serum. It's real. How could they do this? Why didn't they just ask? I probably would have agreed. Damn it! Part of me wonders if Emerson told us about this robo-brain so he would have more time to do whatever he's up to. It was rather easy to pinpoint it once I realized I had to recompute the signals for things that had some organic parts. I bet they started on robo-brains because they could be more easily controlled, right? I guess that didn't pan out. I hope they didn't feel a lot of pain. It seems like they weren't putting them into the deep sleeper pods. Maybe that's why they became aggressive? Agreed. I followed Emerson's signal when he left, and he had quite a strange route. Acted like he was being followed, but I don't think he was. He went to a few locations, maybe collecting supplies? I'm not sure. One of them had some high-security holotapes. I'll clean up the signal for you to track by the time you're back. I'll be right here then. Don't worry, you don't miss that much while you're out. Traders stop by from time to time. A couple other random people, but it's pretty quiet. If we're dressing up, I presume? I like it. Well, of course. You're the inspector. I think that's obvious. I've seen how your mind works. Did you really think you weren't some form of Gognak? I mean, you're kind of a monster. A very likable monster, mind you. You are a conundrum, my friend. I thought not about the man-to-man, but there's something peculiar about you. Something delightfully unpredictable. Oh, I shot 3 flying insects while you were dealing with the USSA robot, and I didn't miss a single time. Then I traded their parts to Grom when he passed by. And, well, here. You can have this stuff. I don't need it. It has to be a prototype for something bigger. That's all I can figure. I'm gonna need additional samples to learn more, though. I thought about it a lot. For a while I thought, what's the point of comics, of games? Seemed like such a distraction from the stress in my life, from finding out the truth, from fixing what was left. But I realized that it's not only a distraction. Enjoyment is a fundamental part of life, even a stressful life. And you know what? I am still stressed and trying to fix my life, but it's easier to remember why I care when I can still feel joy. If we're dressing up, I hope you won't be gone for too. Join you in eternity. I calculate your chance of success to be, well, I don't want to be morbid. When you killed that robo-brain, the scanner seemed to pick up on some high-security signals all around the area. Maybe it was somehow interfering with our scanner? That's my best guess. A lot of these are high-security signals, things related to the Deep Sleep projects. Other projects too, ones I don't know much about. From the signature of the signal here, it seems to be a classified meeting between top officials regarding the Deep Sleep project. Can you stop by and pick it up? I figure it might give us some more leads, or a name, or anything. Right there with you. I've set up the scanner to monitor him separately and give me updates. Right now, he's near a bunch of random robots. I think he's also monitoring us, you see. So, We have to pretend like we don't care what he's doing. I know my old department, and they didn't record a lot. Not unless they had to. But when they had to, it was a big deal. Yes, I suspect it's a holotape, but it isn't an unusual place. As if it was moved here to hide it, maybe. Thank you, my dear, kind friend. I've come to think of your place as my home. And I've come to think of you as more than a friend, too. Oh, be still, my beating heart. That sounds like a dream come true, my dear friend. But also, you don't stand a chance. I thought maybe it was a corrupt command sent out to a source console somewhere. It was just red sunset, and that's it. Not surprised. While you were there, I saw a bunch of blips for other USSA robo-brains that had been destroyed over the years. And there were a great many of them around some old USSA data facilities. Trying to get inside for some reason? I don't know. Maybe. For all I know, there could be other astronauts stranded up there in other experiments. Or maybe some of them went to work for other programs and are trying to save what's left of the world. I wish I knew, my friend. I wish I knew. I hope you won't be gone for too long.
Doctors, hello from Earth. The full board is here, waiting for your... Just had to fix the transmitter.
Did you listen to this already?
Dr. Lee, how
But
stable is the ship at its current
one thing at a time.
Fine?
The key seems to be
fine.
Athena.
Should probably
Wait.
last.
One of the signatures I've been tracking.
Probably.
Arachne.
I mean,
Oh, that can't be a coincidence. There's a signal coming from some sort of object. Something called Arachne.
Affirmative.
It's gotta be related.
Is ready for orders. Excellent. Pandora, escort the doctors to their own personal deep sleep pods.
You need to say the code, Rob. Your team made it. You should know that. Red sunrise?
Expulsion will begin in 30
Everyone
seconds.
I knew was manipulating
Enter
me.
your assigned pod
Using me.
immediately.
I was their guinea pig.
What? This isn't
I
part of the
need some
experiment
time to
methodology.
process.
Well, also, we don't agree, right, doctors?
I heard of it before, but it was some other department, I thought. Dr. Novak transferred to our department from theirs. I think.
Someone help me open this thing.
The board is in
It's
violation
gotta
of
be
our
connected
contract.
to Athena.
I want the
Both
USSA
are from
on the line
Greek
right now.
mythology. Arachne was a weaver, and a brilliant one. She challenged the goddess Athena somehow, and, well, she was turned into a spider.
Expulsion
You know,
will begin
like
in 30
arachnids,
seconds.
right? Some versions
Enter
of the
your
story
assigned
say
pod
she won.
immediately.
Others say Athena won.
Blade electrified.
I don't remember
10
the details.
seconds.
And does it matter?
Get
I
in.
don't know that either. I know it's a stretch, but it's the only connection I can think of.
Now, we just have to wait and see how Athena responds with 3 sources. Congratulations, everybody.
I know I can depend on you. And that you care about me. And that means a lot to me. And I care about you, too. I mean, we're a great team together. We're hunting down my tortured past, righting the wrongs, and trying to build a better tomorrow together. But seriously, I sort of think we should start our own team when all this is said and done. Rebuild Appalachia by righting all the wrongs together. I don't know what my future holds, but I hope you're there, and I hope we're together. My best guess is a program? Or another robot? I just feel in my gut that Arachne is the key to everything. It was a board meeting between the USSA and some corporations. They were talking with my crew after I was inside the sleeping pod. I was asleep in the pod when this was recorded. And well, it sounded like they were all in on the experiment. And I was the subject. They were, however, forced to partake in the same experiment against their wills. It doesn't bring me joy to hear it. But they did deserve it. They were connecting me to some external Athena unit. And Emerson was there. So he knew everything this whole time. Because he did it all. I assume you mean, do I feel like my mind is being toyed with for some nefarious purpose? I don't know, I feel like me. But how can I even trust my own feelings? Initiating the countdown until you return. Roger. Stay safe out there. I wonder if anyone ever beat my high scores in Red Menace. both here. Good. I know about Athena, Emerson. I know what you've done to me.
You should know that her linked...
You're both here. I know about Athena, Emerson. I know what you've done to me.
You should know that her link to you isn't severed. I look into your eyes, Sophia, and she's there. Watching all of us.
What the hell are you talking about? Let me see. So, we can destroy Athena. With this.
Don't you understand? She's watching you. Watching us. Right now. No, they weren't. It's from the continued strain on your mind, Sophia. You could handle it when you were in deep sleep, but not now. Yes, it might hurt. A lot. Maybe permanent damage. But keeping that thing connected will kill Sophia. Exactly how could I do that? When Dr. Lee was unavailable. The ship's Pandora bot initiated Blue Sunset, which landed the ship near the strongest active USSA beacon. It was cheaper this way. After we achieved orbit, we were told that our program was getting cut entirely, due to lack of results. The scientists on the ship had exposed the program to the oversight board, and we had deals with Arctos, Robco, others. We were ruined. I was ruined. Putting them in the pods gave us until 2080, when another crew was scheduled to take their place. We thought we had enough time. I resigned and paid a fine for some ethics violations. I was hired by Robco afterwards for triple my salary. That was that. For a long time, I thought the old USSA backup facilities were gone. Heard a lot of rumors about it. Figured everyone was dead. Then I heard people were coming back here. Decided I should be sure it was over. Tagged along with some nobodies, made it here with one goal. To blow up Athena. But then Sophia lived. And it was complicated because I knew Athena was holding her hostage. And I had to find another way. I had hoped that Dr. Nowak created some sort of shutdown routine for Athena. But almost everything was destroyed in the wreck.
We need to shut her down, now. I figured the headaches were something else, but nothing like this. I never agreed to this in my contracts.
Well, actually you did. The contracts were very thorough. And extremely obtuse. You could have never known. Yes. I couldn't tell Sophia, obviously. And I didn't know if I could trust you or if you would even believe anything I said. I figured, if she started to suffer, I would do anything to help. Until then, I searched for Dr. Nowak's lab. Thought the kill switch would be there.
I found the kill switch with the scanner. Seems like it was written by somebody else. Not Dr. Novak. Somebody local.
I'll show you where you need to go. I'll shut down some of the internal power lines, so Athena can't detonate anything inside the facility. In some sort of, I don't know, revenge. It's a primitive robotic system. It drove the robo-brains insane, you know. Up to her then, I suppose.
If we were ever friends, if any of that life before ever mattered, just fix this.
I'll make this right. I promise. And thank you, Sophia. I don't deserve it. But thank you. Your ship crashed here because Athena is here. She's in a restricted section of Sugar Grove. You need to find a way in. I lost my USSA keycard long ago. But surely you can find another? I'm sorry. That's all I can do.
I was wondering. So, this is a kill switch, huh? It deletes whatever Athena is entirely. Well, let's try this before we try the hammers, I guess. And once Athena's dealt with, maybe I'll finally feel whole. We need a USSA access card. I have the Sugar Grove personnel records. My hope is you can find an access card here. Very little. Before all this, all I ever overheard was the name. That's it. But she's been spying on me for years. And I hope it's just that. He sounded sincere. And if he really was worried anything I saw or heard was being intercepted, I mean, it kind of holds together. Or it could be a lie. I just don't know. I just want this nightmare to be over. Thank you. I don't know where else I would go. Everyone I knew is probably long gone by now. I think I'll stay here and watch out for you for a change. It's only fair, my friend. It should give us, well, access to the Athena unit, which will allow us to use the Arachne program and delete the connection entirely. In theory, I'll be free. No more headaches. Free. I hope you won't be gone for make this look easy. I hope that holds, because We're about to head into the fire now. I did a scan of Sugar Grove and I only spotted one USSA signal. Just one. Maybe they're blocking my scans? It definitely could be a trap. So go there and find Athena. And deploy the Arachne holotape. See if you can shut it down first, then I'll follow you. It should be as simple as inserting a holotape. I believe in you, friend. And thank you for doing this for me.